war. Ever since the Air Nomad temples were attacked by Fire Lord Sozin, the world has been in chaos. The Southern Water Tribe fights for survival, as the Earth Kingdom seeks to hold off the Fire Nation army. But even with no Avatar in sight, there is still hope. Who will answer the call, and who will bring forth a new era of peace? Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3, the 100 Years War Era. I am your GM, Josh. I am joined by my wonderful friends, Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. If you're starting here for some reason, go back to previous ones. This is like the middle of the story. But if you have already caught up to us and just need a quick refresher, Oz has been nose-goed into recapping.
I'm fucking ready for this, baby. So, last session. You definitely don't want to start on this session, because last session, everything happened. Every fucking thing happened, and everyone had to dunk on Oz, and everyone had a surprise and a secret. It all started with fucking Cass. Rafa, or should we say Rozlyn, has been impersonating their sibling, who we have now run into in the Southern Water Tribe, has been lying about their identity this whole time. Everyone storms off in a direction. Sakari and Tai Bo do ice punchies. Sakari is revealed to be Rafa and Rozlyn's cousin through some means. And then storms off in another direction and helps rebuild the Southern Water Tribe. Meanwhile, Benji and Tai Bo are left in the training arena, where it is revealed that Benji is an assassin and has killed 10 people? Tai Bo, just beginning to learn how to read, steals a message from, I believe it was a carrier falcon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Carrier falcon, addressed for Benji, and finds out Benji contracted to kill Rafa, Rozlyn, maybe both. We don't know. Tai Bo can't read. So Tai Bo goes off on his own to deal with being deceived by all his friends, less so by Sakari, but it's just been sandwiched in between these two very large things, so it feels bigger than it is. Tai Bo plays a sad song in the snow. Rozlyn has some meetups with an old face. Benji and Rozlyn, formerly known as Rafa, get into a fight, and Rozlyn almost lightnings Benjiro. And that's what you missed on Glee.
Well, that's a whole different show. All right. Also, before I get started, hey Megan, because of the time you've been spending with the waterbenders, you can take Stream the Water, which is an advanced and attack technique, as learned.
Hell yeah.
One of the originals. So, in case you need to look it up. So that is where we are, and we last left off as well. More clearly as night fell. Somehow somewhere during the night, all of you sort of reconvene, unknowingly, sort of all reconvened in the same sort of area. You're like a couple of yards apart from each other, respectively, but you're all sort of within the same sort of like football field of being able to see and hear each other. So you kind of all just kind of wake up and looking around and just happen to notice that everyone else is there.
I know Sakari and Tai Bo reunited. Sakari found Tai Bo playing music for the Penguin Otters.
Yep.
And was like, let's go to town.
Yeah,
as you're gonna be a dick about it.
Yeah, we talked about
be a dick about it.
going to like some place that they had like Hama had shown me before.
I'm gonna say that because it was nighttime and this is relatively new habitat. You guys fully missed like the entrance, and somehow sort of like slept outside at roughly the same place that Rozlyn decided to stop, and Benjiro ended up stopping. So you're all sort of like outside the town, waking up in like snow beds.
I was gonna say Benji's just full under like ice, trying to, I guess, hide in a way.
He does that SpongeBob thing where SpongeBob pulls up the sand. Benji does the.
Rafa has like
Rozlyn.
Rozlyn
I think I said
has
Rafa too. Oops.
I have
When in doubt, do a pronoun.
I have sunk into the ice from just, little like, how when you're like remembering things and you like get really like angry, but then it like goes away for a while and it comes back because you think about it. That keeps happening, and so each time Rafa just slowly sinks into the ice because she is like warm and melting it.
You know that video of like people dropping hot metal onto like styrofoam and it's just like.
Exactly. Rafa's just like Rozlyn.
So yeah, the four of you, all Rozlyn getting out of their hole and Benjiro getting out of the ice and such, wake up and just kind of like, it's that one moment of you all just get up and suddenly stare at the people you don't really want to see right now, just like,
You look at me, and I look at them. They look at me, and I look at them.
Rafa just fuck Rozlyn.
You to yourself.
I walk away.
Rozlyn takes off immediately.
How far away are Sakari and Tai Bo?
Not that far, like maybe the length of a room.
I'm just gonna plop myself back in the snow because, like, I know what I should do is go after Rozlyn, and what I'm contracted to do, but I don't wanna. So I'm just gonna sit in the snow and contemplate everything and be kind of harumph about it all.
Wait, Benji, are you okay? Where have you been? Sakari like runs over.
Chases Sakari. He's like, oh no, she doesn't know.
Well, I guess everybody should be mad at me now. And so I explained to Sakari of what catches Sakari up on everything. And just explained that, like, kind of word vomit everything, so it's all coming out in one long stream, like very little pauses. And explain that, I wanted to say something about this beforehand, but nothing really came up about it. But yeah, I'm an assassin. I have two siblings. They live with someone that I call Grandma Zay, and now their lives are threatened if I don't do this job, and I don't want to do this job because I don't want to hurt my friend.
Sakari just like also sits down, just slowly like. Okay, but you're Benji. That was true.
Yeah, don't lie about my name.
Would you or wait, did you say anything about the letter?
Yeah, I mentioned the letter too.
Did you say who you're contracted to?
Um,
Right now, Tai Bo is leaning that it's both.
I feel like I don't know. Josh, who am I actually contracted to?
The letter specifically stated to take out the one with information, and then both of them, if possible, would be nice. But the one specifically who has information would be the one you take out, which can be interpreted as however you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of just explained that to Sakari of that's what this says. I even hand over the letter and I'm like, here, you might as well know this.
Reads it and is just like, mm. Well, you're sitting in the snow about it, so that's something better than murdering either of them, both of them, one of them.
You know, they're always really vague about this stuff, so I just kind of have to interpret it. So I guess question mark.
I feel like assassination is not a field you should be vague in.
Yeah, I tried explaining that to them as well, and they didn't really listen because big, big brother kind of situation where they don't really care about. We've talked about unions before. Maybe we should unionize.
I mean, I don't have any big brothers. I'm the second youngest, and all my siblings are sisters, so I can't really. Do you have an older brother? I don't.
No,
I was just
no.
about
I
to
just
ask.
tap Tai Bo's shoulder, like, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
Also, I'm gonna posit to Tai Bo because Tai Bo sort of read this. Okay, because Benjiro sort of revealed the kill count to Tai Bo. With the vagueness of it, hey Tai Bo, how many people do you think Benjiro misinterpreted when they were assassinating?
Shit.
You know for sure the number is 10, but how many of those 10 were the correct people?
Oh God!
Oh no!
Shit.
Because in Benjiro's mind, they're all the right people. Tai Bo's mind,
Benji, with this level of vagueness, how certain are you when you
When I do that,
yeah when you do that?
well, I try my best to make an educated guess, and hope that I don't know. I really should get out of this
Bro,
job. It's a toxic relationship.
Benjiro, you're killing people.
A union sounds like a good job. My grandparents fucked with unions, but the tribe wasn't interested.
When life wasn't exactly very easy, and I had the two younger siblings, and they couldn't really do much. So this was just the best option at the time, and it's did I want to stay in it long term? Probably not. Am I forced to stay in it long time? I guess I am. I don't know.
Is there a
I
way to
mean,
break contract?
what did you say? I'm sorry.
Is there a way to break contract?
Is there one? I mean, outside of
To, end your working relationship?
well, if I end my working relationship, I feel like they come after me and my family.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is
Um,
there a way to safely end your working relationship? Like just one last job and then you're out?
Fake your death?
I I never actually thought of that one before.
And your whole family, though. They'd also have to fake their deaths or hide.
Who did that once?
I mean, that's something to consider.
I mean,
I don't
going to
think
the swamp is a great way to fake your death. No one looks for you there. We got plenty of people that have faked their death for like tax reasons.
Wait, you have taxes in the swamp?
Oh no, that's why people run away there to escape taxes.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure what taxes are, but it seems like they're good in theory, but then sometimes people in the upper echelons of the government abuse the funds for their own personal gain. Like some
Yeah.
people in Fire Nation just overspend on military and don't work on infrastructure, and
Oh.
just what I've heard from people that have run away to the swamp. I'm not saying any one thing or the other about taxes.
If Rafa was there.
Rozlyn.
If Rozlyn was there.
You did this to yourself!
I did nothing wrong with it's fine.
I'm gonna start I'm just gonna start a tally mark every time.
From this episode on, take a shot every time.
Every time
Dave.
one of us messes up the correct names.
That's on the floor by the end of the episode.
I'm gonna say, yeah, alcohol poisoning's not a joke.
That's the PSA for this
alcohol
session.
poison yourself.
Nope.
Drink responsibly, drink safely if you drink at all. Don't feel pressured to do alcohol, kids.
Yep. Last session was don't out your friends or anybody in general, and this one is alcohol poisoning bad.
Alcohol poisoning bad, and I feel really safe standing by that one.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Benji, I can understand doing what you have to protect your family. It is what it is. And I feel like we have gotten to know at least a version of you that's a caring person, and you clearly care about your family. And you haven't tried to murder us in our sleep, so
We don't know that. We were asleep.
but we're not. But we're okay, I guess.
I really like Sakari being a-okay with the murderer and Tai Bo being like, eh.
No.
Listen,
Also-
I understand doing what you have to do. I don't love the lack of certainty on your accuracy with targets. That's concerning a lot.
That wasn't me though. That was the group.
I still, I don't love that you can't ask for clarification at all, like a name or like anything to like set them apart.
Not really. I mean, like the carrier falcon takes days to get to you in the first place, and then like trying to send a note back and then send a note back from that, it takes more time. And then, like I said, I've tried.
Oh, did you send a note back?
No.
Okay, so that falcon's just kind of been circling around, just picking off random small animals, just waiting to be told to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It has like it does have like a set time of like after like a certain amount of time it'll just fly back. But like it's only been a day, so it's still circling around. Yes, Oz.
Yeah.
Are there ice rats in the South Pole?
Yeah, I would say so. Yes.
Rip Ahanu Junior.
They're in the north.
Oh.
Junior.
So to be clear, Ahanu had children, and they migrated down to the south.
Oh, for sure. There are little ice rats
Oh,
anywhere
sure.
there's cold enough.
Okay, well,
It's just like real rats, but fluffier.
oh yeah, there's ice rats. Yeah, well, yeah. So some of them are gonna pick us, some fish. Anyhow, we cut from there over to Rozlyn, who has stormed off on their own. Rozlyn, where are you headed?
Somewhere.
Anywhere?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's find out. Oh, that's gonna be fun. As you storm off, you run into sort of a way off on your own. Um, there's no one around you, but you're at like the edge of the water line, like back to where you would start going on a boat and off towards the Earth Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
On the horizon, you can see a little pillar of smoke start that seems to be getting closer. It's kind of slow, but it is slowly moving its way towards you.
Do I recognize any symbols, or is it close enough where I can like make out anything?
It's not close enough for you to be able to recognize anything of it, but from your history, you would know that the only people coming down this far are the Southern Raiders.
Mm. Well, Rozlyn is still trying to get over seeing everyone because they were not ready. So they're gonna like just kind of tuck this information in their little pocket for now.
Okay.
Um, and return to my note.
Oh yes. Okay.
I'm gonna just continue writing my note.
This is the note to Benta or your father.
My father.
Okay. So you continue writing your note to your father. We then cut back to Benjiro, Tai Bo, and Sakari. As you sort of finish up your little conversation about the moral quandaries of Benjiro's work, what looks like Rozlyn, that you now know as Rafa, wearing Southern Water Tribe garb and such, walks up to the three of you. So I see that you are all still here.
And
Well, I was just curious about how long you might be staying, and if my sister's giving you any sort of trouble. I know that one points at Bendro, and I sort of had a discussion last time around. But I just wanted to. Oh, also, hey Sakari, how are you doing? Just
Oh,
wanted
that's
to
weird.
know. Just wanted
That's so weird.
to double check about like your intentions here.
How's that your business?
Oh, well, I've made it my business to protect this area of the Southern Water tribe. I have good friends here. You know.
Well, I know at least one of us has been helping the rebuilding effort.
It's
Sakari just like stands there,
that's very
like
true.
arms folded,
Very
not.
true, and we are very grateful for that. Though that also reminds me, Sakari Hama wanted me to pass a message along to you. She wanted to meet up for some sort of water bending training, little afternoon. Not Yeah, a little after noon, not in the afternoon, but afternoon. I guess that would also be the afternoon. Think about it. But yeah, sometime afternoon. She wanted to meet up for some water bending training.
Great. That still doesn't explain why you came over here to question us.
Oh well, I was actually on way to find my sibling, who could point me in their direction.
I point in the direction because I'm the only one who saw, I'm assuming.
Hmm.
I thought we
Um,
all saw.
Up to you. You could have all seen if you wanted, or you could be still having just been staring at each other.
I mean, Tybo's just not a snitch, is all I'm saying.
um, I, mm, hmm. Do I point in the right direction?
Seeing that you're hesitating, Rafa sort of looks at you and says, and just so you're aware, I'm asking you out of politeness, because I can clearly see some melted footprints going off in that direction. Points at the first indent of Roslyn's body, and then just really hot footprints that have melted in the snow, making a clear track.
Yeah, I point in the right direction for, I guess. Oh, that's weird to say. Rafa.
I'm Rafa.
Yeah,
That-
points for Rafa, who is
That's
asking
fair.
for directions.
For Roslyn, yeah. This
This
gonna
is
get confusing.
terrible. I can't believe you've done this.
This is fantastic.
Rafa bows and says, "Well, I hope we can meet on better terms soon." And then heads off to
Wait,
find Roslyn.
wait.
Oh,
can I
sure.
Stop her. What do you want with Rozlyn?
Well, like I said, I'm pretty sure Rozlyn is here to on business from our father, and it's probably not good for these people. So I am here to stop Rozlyn and whatever it is that they are trying to do.
So
Wait, are you kidding me? They're here to help the raiders?
Well, I think it might be a little different than that. Might be on their own kind of thing. I'm not entirely sure. That's why I wanted to know why they were here, and I assumed that you might be in the know of that kind of thing.
In the know. You thought that we would help.
I don't know how much Rozlyn has opened up to the three of you. You all seem pretty chummy.
Well, one of us stayed in the Northern Water Tribe. I wouldn't be about to ransack, destroy, genocide our sister tribe.
Fair enough. Well, if that's all.
And who's to say you're not on some long con recon mission doing spy work for your father?
Well, considering that Rozlyn used my name as a disguise, I would say that's probably good enough.
Motivations are their own. We don't know anything about you.
Rafa nods, starts walking away.
Sakari turns back to them. What do you think that Roslyn's trying to, I don't know, destroy the Seven Water Tribe?
I mean,
One person army? It doesn't.
No,
Well, it
not
does
one
not
person
seem like
army.
Rafa's style, but I don't think so. I don't want to think so. I feel like Rafa wouldn't just come blazing into the Southern Water Tribe, stay quiet this long. The ambush from the inside doesn't seem like Rosalind's style from what time we spent together.
While they were pretending to be Rafa, though.
You've got an incredible point there.
I
Look, I
mean,
don't know which of these twins I trust. I frankly don't like Rafa that much.
wait, hold on. Which one are you referencing? Are you referencing the one that just walked away or the one that I hate
Roslyn
this?
is the one we knew that I don't feel like we can judge Roslyn's motivations at all.
Drawing chart in the sand with misspelled names.
In the snow. We're not in sand.
I said snow.
Oh, I heard sand.
Well,
I think we should go after Roslyn. Try to make Roslyn explain or, I don't know, say anything. And if Roslyn's here to destroy the Southern Water Tribe, I don't know.
Question for Josh.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Did Benji get hit at all in the encounter with Rozlyn?
Yeah.
Is there physical evidence we can see?
Oh, physical evidence you would see of it.
Like burned clothing?
Because
Oh.
Rozlyn does like fighting with fire and not with other things.
Who does?
Rozlyn.
You said Rafa. Add it to the counter.
Well, great. Let's see, this is like fighting with fire. So, I would say you probably could. Well, hold on. Has Benji mentioned the fight at all?
No.
Then you might not be able to know. It might just be.
Can I like roll for perception to see if I notice any burning?
Give me a roll of harmony.
Also, Josh, while this is going on, is my fatigue out of the way now? Since it's been
Yeah,
a-
you've slept. You can mark your fatigue out. 10. Yeah, you can tell that something went down with Benjiro, and because of fire, there's only two people here who can use fire, and I don't even think you've seen Rafa use air fire, because Rafa only used it in terms of talking to Rozlyn. So you might think Rafa's not a bender at all, because there hasn't been any fiery footprints from Rafa at all. Rafa's been very calm. So
Benji, what the hell happened to you?
It's fine.
Benji, I'm gonna need you to be honest with me from this point on for like a while. It's been a really rough 24 hours for me, emotionally and trust-wise.
Well, Rozlyn and I had an altercation.
What?
I went up to them to try and ask what was going on, to try and get some answers, and instead they decided to fight.
Okay. I'm still on board with the plan of we get to Rozlyn first and try and talk it out. But are we emotionally ready to fight Rozlyn in the event that violence is the only answer?
I
If
mean,
Rafa attacked Benji, I am.
Okay. If Rozlyn makes the first shot,
the first shot's already been done to me, so I mean,
I mean,
just-
we're trying to subdue first, right?
yeah.
I'm not like murder first kind of person. I think talk, subdue, ideally not death. But if it comes to that,
One step at a time.
one step at a time.
So the group heads off. Do you attempt to get there before Rafa does, or you're gonna try and outpace Rafa?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think Benji and Tai Bo just hoist up Sakari and just long leg it.
Yeah.
I really thought you were about to say throw
Rafa
Sakari.
also very small.
Yeah, I'm not that small.
Yeah.
No, Rafa small. So make a little step. But you're like 5'2".
Yeah.
Benji's 6'3", Tai Bo is 6'4".
I got the long
You're
stride
going
going.
up and we're hoofing it.
Yep. So you take off. You sort of avoid. So you can track the footprints, same as Rafa's doing. You take like a long way round type deal to like avoid Rafa, and eventually come up on Rozlyn, who is still, I guess, in the final draft of their letter.
Several pieces of paper discarded beside them.
I think at this point they're done with the letter, but they're like sitting with their knees up with the sweater wrapped around them, just kind of staring out.
Perfect. Yes, Oz.
Is for Cass. This is more for Cass than you. Is sweater over the knees?
Yes.
So like big ball. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, is Mad World playing?
Oh, for sure.
Great.
For those of you at home, just right now start Mad World and then continue on from here. Okay, so yeah, the three of you come up on the scene of Rozlyn.
All around me,
Pieces.
Do I notice them?
Up to you, depending on like what state Rozlyn is in.
No, I don't notice them.
Okay.
Do we notice the smokestack?
Are you focused on Rozlyn, or are you focused on other things around Rozlyn?
Probably Rozlyn.
I think
Then
Sakari's
no.
looking for Rafa. So if the
So you're like
smokestack-
looking behind.
Yeah, just like
Okay.
eyes.
Okay.
So the smokestack's in that direction.
Yeah, Benji's totally, because of the last fight that happened, Benji's on the defense of like, oh shit, things are about to go down. Don't do this again.
Okay. Yeah, because
I think-
Roslyn's obviously in their attack position.
I'm trying to make it obvious, but like I'm ready to just like get the two of them out of there because I don't want them to get hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like, Benji could take all the force that he wants to, but like if those two get hurt, he's gonna be really upset.
Like Tai Bo is like taking a bit of a standing a little bit in front of both of them because just like Benji already got shot at. Sakari's not even fucking looking here. Someone's got to be paying attention to Rozlyn.
I'm watching our back, so
You're providing a very valuable service, and I love you and appreciate you. But also, the person who shot our friend is this way.
Are we friends again? The hesitation says no.
Yes, we're gonna have to work a little bit to get back to bestie,
Okay.
but we're friends.
All right. So
Rozlyn, Tai Bo just kind of like, it's not an aggressive one, but it's a stiff stance. Rozlyn, we're here to talk.
Rozlyn doesn't punch this time.
Approach. I'm still like
Okay.
10 feet back.
She can still swing.
Air between us.
They have
Rozlyn,
fire.
Rozlyn stands real fast and like takes a step back away from them. And what are you doing here?
well, your sister or your Rafa said some shit. So you should defend yourself quickly before Rafa gets here.
What did she say?
That you're working with your father.
Are you?
Of course, darling.
You are.
Yes, I've been working with my father.
Sakari turns back around. Rafa's forgotten.
Oh, wonderful.
You were backwards, and I thought you were saying you were turning to leave again.
Oh no!
Like, what the fuck, Sakari?
Wait, are you kidding? We came here just for you to blow it all up?
Well, that was kind of part of the plan.
Question.
What? Yes.
You said you were near, like, the shoreline?
Yeah. Yeah. Like the essentially where you would get onto ships to canoes to get to bigger ships. Yeah.
If I ran,
Uh-huh.
could I take Rozlyn and Tai Bo into the water?
if you like ran and charged at Rozlyn and like tackled, yeah, you could probably do that.
Great, doing that.
Hello.
Huh. How would
Can
this? I'll say we'll take this into a quick combat exchange.
I was gonna say, can I fire at Tai Bo?
Yeah, well, so we can either we could do both, or we could do one or the other, or good.
Because this is a very large man charging at my small frame.
Okay, let's go. Tai Bo, roll with
Listen.
passion. Rozlyn, roll with focus.
Oh, hold on. I don't know what my focus is.
Focus versus passion. Rozlyn
yeah.
to be able to launch some fire at Tai Bo. Tai Bo to be able to get Rozlyn into the water.
I'm gonna say this right now. You're going into the water.
That's fine. I rolled a 7.
Oh.
13.
Okay, so 7 is still a partial success, but it's not going to be at Tai Bo then, because Tai Bo successfully is able to get Rozlyn into the water. I need Benjiro and Sakari to both roll. We'll say passion as well.
Passion.
Oh.
Passion. What's my passion? Oh.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay. That's a 9.
I got an 8.
Benjiro ends up taking, we'll say 2 fatigue as the fire that was meant for Tai Bo
yeah.
slams into Benji.
No, I'm fine.
As the two of them, are taken into the. It's a football-like tackle. Tai Bo like shoulder down, gets into the middle of Rozlyn. Roslyn's like, ew. Like, yes.
When Benji gets hurt, he's just gonna back face plant into the snow and just say, ouch.
Awesome. Okay. Ouch.
Rozlyn just screamed.
Big splash. The two of you are now in the water. What was
Or runs to the edge, not jumps in. Just
cool.
On that, like
Runs
towards
to the edge.
Yeah, eventually after Benji's over getting hurt, he gets up and joins Sakari.
I'm also gonna have Tai Bo take a fatigue for being in freezing cold water and not.
That's fine.
Roslyn's a heating source. Rozlyn doesn't need to worry about it.
No, I don't.
Considering that I'm holding Rozlyn, don't I also not need to worry about it?
No. Of course you do. Rozlyn's not helping you. You just tackled them.
This was mostly a bit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
There was just a pause. I was like,
you want me to not take a fatigue?
no, you're still gonna take a fatigue because either your toesies are cold or your hands are cold.
Oh no, my toesies is cold. Anyway, so I'm grasping Rozlyn in these freezing waters, and my toesies are cold.
Yep.
Rozlyn's clearly struggling against Tai Bo. Drowning now, I guess.
Yeah, Tai Bo, what's happening here?
The goal.
So you know how I have the angry condition?
Oh, I see. You wanted to.
Oh.
Time acted purely out of rage.
Okay, so
there was no plan.
This isn't breaking something important. Do
he
you
is
still
attacking someone who's important to him?
Do you consider Rozlyn a friend still?
Oh.
I think Tai Bo still cares for Rozlyn and is very much still grappling with, this is someone who just said they came to destroy the Southern Water Tribe, and this is someone who I've traveled with for months and grown to trust and care for.
What are the other conditions you have? Because I know you have a few.
Angry and insecure.
We'll take insecure out. Foolhardy action without talking to your companions, because they didn't know you were doing this.
It's true, they didn't.
And you are now freezing.
Cool. Literally.
Yep.
Are
Do we see their heads? Yeah.
Yeah, are we able to see in the water?
Yeah, the water's clear. I mean,
I do think we're sloshing around. I think I've got sort of in like a headlock situation.
Cass.
Can I just start heating up to where it's too hot for him to hold me so I can try to get away?
Roll with focus.
And I dunk them further underwater to cool them off.
We'll see. We'll see how well the focus does to know how hot they're getting.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. I rolled an 8.
I'll say you're heating up to be able to. You're not feeling the effects of the water, but you're not. It's not hot enough to like get Tai Bo to stop to like let go because Tai Bo's continuously sinking further down. So like any heat that you would gain that would affect Tai Bo is being canceled out by the cold of the water.
Joke's on you, you're just warming my toesies.
Can I start punching?
Yeah, you can start. Tai Bo, you start feeling.
I'm also punching.
Can I
And
bite
joke's
him?
on you, I'm better at punching than you.
Can I bite him?
Take a total of 3 fatigue each for the underwater fight that's happening right now.
I'm drowning.
It's clear. You want to take a condition? You can also take a condition.
So many. No, I'm good.
You're drowning. But yeah, Sakari and Benjiro at the top. You're sort of able to keep track of where they are because you can see like little bubbles of like heat and mist coming up.
Benji, what do we do? Benji, what do we do?
Cass.
Yeah.
Cass.
Sharing one of us missions.
Can I kick him in the nuts?
Oh, owie.
At this point, I'm just gonna let that happen.
Is it enough for me to get away to surface?
Yeah, you'll both be able to surface at that point. Because even if it's like, even if you're able to like block, even if Tai Bo's able to block, you have to let go of some sort of grip to be able to like get away from feet. So you both start to surface.
Can I get away from Tai Bo?
Yeah, if you could start swim. Rozlyn, do you know how to swim?
I am chasing.
Of course I know how to swim.
All right, double checking.
I was probably a better swimmer.
I have canonically made a lot of firebenders bad swimmers or unable to swim, so just double checking.
Roslyn's the prodigy.
That is true. All right, so yeah, you both surface and start to swim. I guess it kind of looks kind of like a person being chased by a shark.
Ah! I need out of the water.
It was fully like.
I was gonna say, can I yank Rozlyn out of the water by the Tai Bo sweater?
Yeah. Also, the material you use, does it shrink as it gets wet, or is it?
Probably.
It's now correct size.
Oh.
It's a miracle.
If I put you down, will you not fight us?
Unhand me!
If I put you down, you are not going to fight us.
They're going to fight us.
Put me down!
I lean them over by the water, say, if I put you down!
In the water, and it's just like Jaws, like,
Listen, it's one or the other. You get to choose. Would that also count as lashing out at a friend?
Do you consider Rozlyn a friend?
I guess. I didn't go after them. After they tried murking me.
Are they stretching out the sweater?
Would it? Maybe. Yes. I'm gonna say yes the more you're dangling. It's just
okay.
Lowering to Tai Bo's jaws, like.
Can I just like slip out of the sweater and like use fire to propel myself away?
No.
Yeah. Use I'll say mark of fatigue, and you can like slip out, quick jet burst.
Got it.
Sakari,
Tybo
can you
also
help me?
take another fatigue as you're still in the water, and it's still freezing.
Cass, I've been counting. That's too many.
Can I
What?
advance the attack?
You've taken too many fatigues, unless you
Oh,
took
you want to do
condition.
roll with focus?
I'm taking only
I want to do the new
4
toy.
fatigue, right?
Yeah,
You
but right
took
now
one-
we're not really in combat, so you
One
should be
for
able
the
to do
first
it.
hit of the water, 3 for the underwater combat, 1 for the slip out, and 1 for the escape. That's 6.
I thought the 1 fatigue was for the slip out and escape.
Josh?
The one fatigue would have been for because the slip out of the sweater was no problem, but the fatigue of launching
Okay, so
yourself.
never mind.
Yeah.
I misunderstood Josh.
Natural 12.
Nice. So you're essentially using stream of the water now, but what are you doing with the water?
I want to make it come out of the ocean and hit down.
Ooh, interesting. I will also because it's a full 12 for focus. Do you also want to grab Tai Bo inside of that because Tai Bo is still in the water? It is still freezing.
No, because the way I read it, I have to keep like the concentration up and force it down, and if I like break it, then they can get out.
Well, that's
Can
in. Oh, I
I-
see. Well, that's also for in combat. But yeah, okay. So you just want a stream of water that's just constantly on Rozlyn.
Yeah, like pushing down as much as I can, because it says like
We'll
essentially
climb out of the
pins,
zone. It's okay.
right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, can I just jank Tai Bo out of the water too?
Tybo will crawl out, just sort of like, I don't know. Do you know that image that I keep sending where it's like creature crawling under the door and its teeth are really jagged? It's like, it's like that.
Okay. So Tybo gets out with the help of Benjiro, and then Rozlyn, as you are like jetting away, a huge string, like column of water, just comes crashing down on you.
Guys, you need to give me a chance to defend myself.
Your defense was yes, I did. I did do that.
Yeah, because you asked me a question. You didn't let me explain.
And then
Yes. Are you working with your father? Yes.
That's in
Are you
combat
here to
actions. We're
defend
out of
the water
combat.
tribe? Yeah.
I also gave you a chance to just sit down and not defend, and instead it's
Okay, I guess I'm drowning again.
No, you're just being pinned. You're not.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, just pinned. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I'm
Freeze.
assuming Tai Bo is like feral behind, like feral next to us.
Freeze him. Tybo's like out of breath, but still clearly upset.
So chilly, shaking.
Just wet dog.
Go question them while I like focus the stream of water.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna waddle my way to go question them.
Okay. You walk over with the now perfectly, the sweater now perfectly can fit Rozlyn with some give after they slipped out because,
Give the back of the neck.
yeah.
I gave you a choice. You didn't want to say. Instead, you chose to run. So now, listen.
I want to make a pause here. I'm gonna say, Cass, Rozlyn can hear this. Just be aware there is rushing water also in your ears as it is coming down behind you, essentially onto your back. So it's might be a little hard to hear.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Just keep that in mind.
Are you? Why? Just why are you choosing to work with your father? What do you? Are you trying to hurt the tribe?
What?
I hate it here.
And then, like, Benji, hearing what, is trying to interpret, like, interpretive dance. Are you trying to hurt the tribe?
Accepting a bribe?
No! It gets even bigger. Are you trying to hurt the
Are you having a stroke?
Benji just plops on the snow like, I...
Grudge crawling toward Rozlyn.
Oh, God.
Just so out of breath, so cold, just.
Rozlyn, you have a very small amount of time until Kaizo comes for you.
What about a shoe?
Sakari, I turn over very sweetly. Sakari, could perhaps the water be not rushing towards Rosalind's ears? They
If you
can't
want
hear me.
If you want them to get up and run, sure. Do you want me to
Freeze
drop it?
them in that eye stuff.
I've never tried. I don't know.
First alarm for everything.
I'll allow
Can
this
I-
one to be focus. Yeah, roll with focus to rely on skills and training.
What about creativity?
That's not how that works.
It should be creativity because Sakari is creating ice.
Yeah.
What about, or if you want, you can roll with risk.
Oh wait, how do I roll with risk?
That's just you roll the 2d6 and take the risk
Are you at
stat.
center right now, or do you have like?
Wait, what's the risk stat? I'm
That's your
confused.
balance. That's your balance principles between risk and stability.
Oh,
Because
so
it
I can
seems
just-
fairly risky to try and freeze someone after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's risky.
Okay.
So
roll
just
the
roll
risk.
2d6.
Yeah. Then whatever risk is at.
6, 7, 8, 9, and then my risk is at +1.
Okay. So
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
we'll move one towards risk again. But so that's a 10. Rozlyn, instead of the rushing water, it suddenly freezes into like a block. You are sort of like the what is that? You know what I'm talking about? Where like they come out as an ice cube and it's head, ice block, arms stuck, can waddle sort of, but can't really.
I thought you were gonna say head, ice block, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Great.
Okay, you guys should go fast because I don't know like how fast they're gonna melt through that.
That's
And
true.
I grab Rosalind's legs.
Sure.
Oh my god.
All right. Rosalind, are you trying to hurt the tribe?
Yes.
Well, that's all I needed to hear. And you see Rafa has arrived at the destination.
Slowly turns to look at Rafa.
You see she's not, and she's also no longer looking at, as you turn to look at Rafa, you notice that Air not looking at the group, Air looking off in the distance.
Oh no.
I just
Sorry,
say,
follows that eyesight.
as they look, Rozlyn just goes, "It's too late. They're already coming."
And you see the pillar of smoke, and now a very clear ship. It's clearer. It's still far away, but a tiny metal ship headed to here.
How quickly can we get everyone away?
Not fast enough. We need to warn somebody. Sakari runs to where she was gonna meet Hama.
Rafa is in step with you, as Rafa was also going to start telling, warning, being one of the warning systems. So, Rozlyn, you are left alone with Benjiro and Tai Bo.
Ooh.
Can I?
You know, in this block of ice, they can't swim very well. We could put them out to sea.
I
They'll
melt through
float.
this
They'll
like
be
an ice block.
fine.
Sorry, what did you say, Cass?
I'm melting through the ice block.
Cool. Give me a
Can
roll of
I-
focus to see how fast you're going.
I would love to shove the ice block back into the water.
Can I assist with
Well,
that?
12. You go to shove the ice block, both of you, and you end up just shoving real Rozlyn. Just full ice block's gone. You just start to shove, and it's just full skin person. Like, well,
We both go back in the water.
I start swimming away.
Fuck it, I'm chasing.
Please leave me alone.
You fucking lil guy voice me.
I
Why?
feel Benji is not really good at the swimming. Benji was much better at the hiding and other things. So I'm going to get out of the water and go follow where Sakari is to try and help there. Because I feel like Tai Bo has a better time with swimming than
Okay.
Benji does.
Cass.
Can I use fire to propel myself faster?
Yeah, so I was gonna say, so group 1 fatigue to get, like, because chase and run to go get help. If you want to use anything to, like, improve your speed, that's another fatigue or condition if you want to go even faster. And if you can only take conditions, that means you can pretty much only propel yourself extremely fast.
Okay, well I have to take conditions.
All right, take a condition, and you're just gonna jet yourself out
I'm
I
gonna,
have
into the unknown.
I guess. Okay, conditions.
Yes,
Is
Morgan.
there any way I could catch Rafa?
No. There's after a while you realize that there's no way you can catch up.
Now I'm just gonna go back to shore.
Okay.
this is a long stretch. But would running away from this stuff be considered as running away from danger or difficulty?
No, because we're not there yet.
Damn it. Okay.
All right. So Rafa, oh no, sorry. No, God, I did it again. Rozlyn is headed to the ship that's off in the distance, firing away. Tai Bo is behind, but is following Benjiro, who's behind but following Sakari, and who is sort of in time with Rafa. As you all start to head off. And we're gonna do a little like fast forward as you get to like Hama, get to the Southern Water Tribe, be like, hey, people are there. You've got the warning system going. We cut to Rozlyn having reached the. I assume you were headed for the Fire Nation ship. So you meet up with the ship. They spot you, are like, bring aboard. And you are sort of standing there. They've gotten like tea, blankets. They're like helping to warm you up, even though you don't super need it. And you see the captain comes over to you. Oh, all right. Well, Rozlyn, correct?
Yes.
Good. We were informed that we might run into you down here, but we weren't entirely sure. Is everything okay?
Everything is okay. However, they have spotted the ship and have been alerted of your presence.
I don't think it'll be a problem. Waterbenders aren't too troublesome, as you might know.
Of course.
Right. Well, we should be there within the hour or so, and we have a deck or a room prepared for you if you would like to stay as we go and conduct our business.
I would love to.
Right. Is there anything else you would need from us?
Do you happen to have any musical instruments on board?
Well, yeah. I mean, Joe over there points to just one of the random Southern Raiders. He plays the Sugi horn, and Lido over there plays a little four-string like instrument. So yeah, we got instruments all over. We sometimes we have music nights.
I would like to have a 4-string.
Oh, well, all right. We'll find a spare one for you. Sure, we'll put it in your room.
Okay, thank you.
Right. So they leave, go find a four-string, put it in your room. They show you to your room. They then continue on their preparations for battle. We cut back to the town with Sakari and Benjiro and Tai Bo. What are the three of you doing now that everyone's sort of alerted? They're sort of getting into defensive positions, ready to go.
I'm trying to help the kids to try and hide, or
Okay.
at least get to a safe spot.
All right. So you are with the kids getting to a safe spot. The kids are kind of used to this, surprisingly, even though it happens sort of rarely. But like they're prepared. It's sort of like earthquake drills and tornado drills at school. They're like, cool. Da 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 da. You see that the kids who can sort of waterbend are sort of making small tunnels, and then other kids are like digging. They're essentially trying to get underground in the snow.
That's so sad.
Anyway, Tai Bo, what are you doing?
I think I'm trying to get healed up just right quick so I can be frontline.
All right, let
Oh, yeah, I
me
should probably
roll to the
heal myself
healers. The healers of the tribe are very busy right now. I will say
In that case, if they're busy, I'm trying to help them.
okay. You're helping out with that. No, they can't really do anything with those in terms of the
Any sort of like fortification I can do, any sort of like heavy lifting.
cool. All right, helping with that. Sakari, what are you doing? I was looking for like NPC stuff to see if there's call out stuff. There's not really.
Sakari's looking for Hama and then
Right.
asking if she can get more knives and then also where to hit people with waterbending.
I'm gonna say you already met up with Hama. Hama is like getting the fighting force mainly together, and has dragged you along with it. They start to gear you up. They've got the clubs, spears, machetes, etc. They're all full armaments ready to go for the non-benders and the waterbenders. And then I will say, I'll say everybody can take, or not take, but everyone can clear 3 fatigue.
Woo.
Incredible.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone, including the
No.
person getting a
No.
nice
You get
room.
Fatigue.
You get a nice room with some hot tea and an instrument.
Yeah.
I hit it here.
All right. Do either of the three of you try and find Rafa?
Sure.
Who's running with us?
I mean, this is
Well, with Sakari at least.
well,
Yeah, wait.
this is later though. So this is after
Okay.
you've warned everyone. So you've all sort of like split up to start working with the town. So Rafa might be somewhere else.
Yeah, I want to ask Hama if Hama knows where Rafa went.
Hama sort of shrugs, and she sort of explains that Rafa, more or so hides during these kind of things, just because it'd be weird to find a firebender here, in the South Pole, but is more in like if they get to a certain point, then then air fight. But they aren't in the like the front force kind of area. They're more like finding a place to hole up and then like guerrilla.
Yeah. Wait, Hama, is Rafa a good person?
I mean, as far as I was trying to in my head for a sec trying to figure out what a young Hama would sound like because we only ever hear her as old Hama. Oh well.
Just make young.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've only known Rafa for about a few months now, but you know, she's or Air pretty, you know, they're good. They help out when they can. They make cooking a lot easier, honestly. But you know, I think that Air doing I think Air fine. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, Sakari goes off.
Okay. Benjo, were you still going to also find Rafa?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll
But I
say.
feel like,
Yep.
sorry.
Oh no, go on. Continue.
I was gonna say I feel like you said, the kids kind of already know what to do, and that wouldn't take too long. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna go find something else to do, and then I guess go find Rafa.
All right. So Benjiro and Sakari sort of meet up, attempting to find Rafa. You do find Rafa, sort of, and like, I guess Tai Bo's accidentally there, because Rafa is sort of holding up, getting prepared to like defend the injured and like the healers on the off chance that like it gets that far and they need a line of defense. Uh, So I guess Tybo's in the room. I don't know if you've Tybo. Do you think you would have interacted with Rafa, having seen Rafa sort of like there?
I think sort of just like that respectful, like, we're on the same side now. We're not like buddies now, but like we're fighting for the same cause. Just kind of like a.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. You nod, and then Sakari and Bendra, you show up. Is there is try and get back into the British accent now. Hold on, I've been so far out. Is there something I can help you with?
Do you know how they attack typically?
Usually,
What should we be doing?
usually they come in waves of force. Uh, it's their normal tactics are sort of just to capture whoever they can and kill whoever's too difficult to capture. Suppose is the best way to put it.
Do you think Roslyn's gonna be fighting as well?
I do not know what my sister will be doing. If they took off towards the ship, then possibly. But if it comes down to it, I will be ready to face them, as I have been preparing to do.
I think Tybo is like preparing a spear. Maybe even like attaching it to the 4-string.
Tybo in the juxtaposition of Tybo in like the healers area as they're all like getting people pre-patched up and stuff like that. And Tybo's just like, I'm gonna do harm.
If the healers still need help, I would love to help them. I thought time had passed.
Yeah, no, the time has passed, but like you're still kind of in that area, but like you probably
I am like helping, but also
ready.
like casually like preparing a spear. Just like
yeah. Whenever you have like a free moment, yeah.
I made Rafa a promise that I made Rozlyn,
Oh,
who at the time was going by Rafa.
I was gonna say I don't think we've ever really had too much of a conversation.
I made Rozlyn a promise that if they betrayed my trust and turned their back on us, I would not hesitate to snuff them out. I didn't want it to come to that, but it appears that's where they are. Rafa, I respect that is your sibling, and you obviously get first crack. Sakari, if you have any personal say-so in not wanting me to snuff out Rozlyn, understand, we'll respect that.
Well, hold up. They're going after our sister tribe, our people. Like, bets are off.
Well, yes, dear. I would say maybe we should keep Rosalind to a family affair, and as long as if you could help us in that endeavor, it'd be very much appreciated.
If you don't say right now that you want me to spare Rafa's life, I'm going for blood.
I will give Rozlyn a choice, and if they choose to ignore it, then, as my cousin so crudely put it, all bets are off.
Don't talk about Sakari that way.
It wasn't crude, to be fair. About
No, it wasn't.
Roslyn's life.
You are an intelligent person. That was an intelligent way to say something without too much gore or grim. Do not belittle yourself.
All right. Obviously, I have crossed some sort of line, as I have sort of misread the vibe going on, and you seem to be much closer to each other than I assumed. So I am going to go just help Kana with something, and then I'll be back. If you're here, then I'm just going to nod. If you're not, then I guess we'll just continue on with this conversation another time. Morgan.
Before Rafa goes off, I'm assuming, I want to not necessarily pull her to the side, but pull M to the side, but in like, not necessarily. Well, I don't care if I'm in earshot of the other two, but I want to say to Rafa, there's been a lot of betrayal being thrown around, and I don't know if I necessarily trust you still. But my word still stands from earlier of if you try to hurt my two other friends, I will come after you.
Of course, dear. That is your prerogative. If they choose to continue to follow, if they choose to help aid Rozlyn, and if Rozlyn continues to support my father, I suppose, then I have no choice.
You're certain that you wouldn't, if we're fighting with you, you're certain that you wouldn't stab us in the back?
If I was planning on stabbing you in the back, don't you think I would have already done it, having seen you with my sister?
I don't necessarily know. I guess I can take your word for now. But what is going on?
I'm just hearing the messages from.
I know. How do you mute
I don't think we can.
that? Okay.
No.
I've been swearing a lot. We can't read the messages.
Whoops. But just just again, I don't know if I could trust you, but please just don't. You come after my two friends here, the two friends that I have left, and I will come after you.
Sure. Perfectly understandable. Oh, before I leave, just as a thought, are either of you attached to my cousin in any way? Like, not like personally, but like more of a eyebrow, like way, or like, or it's like, or both of you
Don't
interested in
do
each
that.
other,
What's
kind of
this?
thing. And Rafa just kind of walks off.
What was that?
Did I miss something? Are either of you with Rozlyn?
Not that I know
You keep
of.
looking serious.
Okay, I thought I really missed a lot.
You sort
I
of
mean,
get,
there was this. Sorry.
yeah, you sort of get the
There was a
idea.
what?
No, sorry, you sort of get the idea that
It's
Rafa.
Sakari and I here.
You sort of get the idea that Rafa just sort of said that in a like, I'm just gonna throw you off for a little bit. Bye.
Wait,
This
how much
is
of that did Sakari
insane.
and I hear?
Something to consider. Probably. Well, if Benjiro didn't take you out of earshot, then probably all of it.
This
But it
is the
sounds
Rafa
like
just asked if we were.
Yeah. I had a conversation with Rafa earlier too, and they mentioned something about not swinging that way.
Did you hit
Um,
on Rafa too, Benji?
No. In fact, it was the total opposite. I told them that I told them that
I mean,
if they
Benji, you don't have to be shy. I mean,
no. I just told Rafa that if they want to, you know, if they want to mess around and hurt the people that I care about, then I
if they want to mess around, Benji, you dog.
no, not that way. Oh my god. Then
You
he's
just
butching
hear
at the
you just hear off in the distance. I still don't swing that way.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, also, what's swinging?
And then
I
I go
know
to
it means in like the weapon sense. I can like swing a tune, I can like swing a rhythm, and I can like swing a weapon.
Go borrow one of Benji's books. I'm sure it would help.
actually
you
you're
know, I
not
don't know how to read.
wrong, but they don't know how to read.
Oh, I
One
bet
thing
you
that is
you.
It's a book that Tai Bo learns to read on.
I don't think we have time for that. After we're done fighting, I can read you all of my smut books, okay?
Oh, Sakari's like, I'll
Okay.
leave you two alone.
I don't. Well, no. Does Sakari like leave first?
Yeah, but like laughing, like that was a joke.
Yeah. But does Sakari like actually leave?
Yeah. Hmm.
And so it's just Tai Bo and Benji.
Yeah.
Tai Bo leans to Benji's like, do you think Rafa caught on? Am I that obvious?
You did huh? Huh? Huh?
Look, don't tell Sakari. Don't tell her.
So Benji does a little girl squeal of like
Covers the mouth. Just.
I can't. Oh, gee, my friends like each other. Oh,
No. Sakari doesn't like me back.
what
It's
do
not.
you mean?
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, what do you mean they don't like you back? Have you tried asking?
No. Shh.
You gotta ask after this is all done.
Okay.
Actually, yes, I agree. You do have to ask. There's just a random water tribe woman just kind of like getting some stuff together.
Please.
Like,
Is she pushing
excuse
snow?
me. No, she's got like ointment and balms, getting those together in like little packages.
I was gonna make a reference back to the woman who was pushing the.
Please be
Oh, yeah.
sweeping.
No, this was not sweeping this time.
Damn it.
Oh.
You know, you're both very loud, and like I can hear everything that's going on.
Just Angie, it's okay. Sakari is dealing with her own stuff in her life. I don't want to distract her from that. She's just the most beautiful, intelligent woman that I've ever met, and that's fine and dandy. And I'm just not going to do anything about that.
You can't say anything like that and not do anything about it.
It's fine. She's a wonderful, capable, intelligent woman all on her own, and she doesn't seem interested, and that's fine.
Again, have you tried asking her?
Why would I do that?
Here, I'll go do it. And then the woman starts to walk out, be like, they're looking for a Sakari, I guess.
No.
You
Look, just don't. It's fine. It just Benji, if I die out there, and I may well. Sorry, my cat's here. Hello, baby.
don't say that. Don't say that, buddy.
No. It's fine. People die. It's part of the cycle.
But
Death is not a
you guys
bad
are my
thing.
only friends.
Death is a beautiful part of life. And to die for a cause like this would be an incredible honor. That being said, if I go out there, you can tell Sakari whatever you want.
As you say that, everyone hears, except for Rozlyn, because you're on a ship, everyone hears a loud horn blast, which those around you fill you in. It is signaling that the ship has has docked, I guess, has sort of like found its way, has landed, and their attack raid is imminent.
Well, enough feelings, off to war.
And that's where we'll end today's session. Yeah. I have been your. Thank you for watching Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes. I am your GM, Josh. Thank you again to my friends Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. Oz, send us out.
Be sure to hit that like button if you liked the episode, and you did. That's not your choice to make, it's mine. Be sure to leave a comment down below about what weapon you would bring if the Southern Raiders came and attacked your tribe. Be sure to subscribe for more content and hit that bell so you don't miss any notifications for the next episode of Avatar Legends: Legacy of Heroes, Arc 3, The 100 Years' War.
Yeah. Bye, everyone. Next time.
End credit scene. Kind of end credit scene.
Ooh.
Okay, end credit
this is
scene.
exciting.
I want it to be Rozlyn in their room all by themselves with maybe like a little candle, and they're just strumming the 4th string, humming a little tune that Tai Bo taught them. As it zooms out.
Oh, so you think George Orwell's 1984 exists in this timeline, in this universe? But no, Tai Bo's the stupid one!
I was gonna ask if anyone couldn't know what the Big Brother reference was. Not the outing your people.
Stand by that one still, but that one came back to bite me a little bit.
You can do what you like.
Yes, you can do what you like, but safely. Don't hurt yourselves.
Mm. 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 Mm.
And you are the only one with this information right now.
Mm.
This is war.
That's you told me no crying today, and I'm crying.
Oh, buddy.
Well, just the one description.
You had to mention earthquake drills to the teacher, Josh.
Wow.
Sorry.
Insensitive.
So you all.
I'm the bad
Don't-
guy.
Don't you fucking what me.
Duh.